Peter, and he's the first person I bumped into this morning. It's a bit of an early start, and so working on Bank Holiday Monday then, Pete. I mean, do you get extra money for that?
No, it's just normal summer job.
Yeah. Oh well, that's
So it's not too bad.
Is it a messy place then? I mean, this is a busy area, isn't it?
Oh
really?
yeah, very busy.
Yeah. I would imagine during the day you won't be able to move around here.
Oh god, no! This car park is packed.
Yeah.
The Harvester is so packed.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people on the beach.
Yeah.
But apart from that, it's not too bad. It's quite lovely.
Yeah, well, you're out in the fresh air. I suppose it's a nice job in the summer, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yes, definitely.
And you got plenty of rubbish already, haven't you? God, look at all that lot.
Yeah.
Blimey. What about the seagulls? Aren't they? They're a bit of a problem, aren't they? They're little vandals, aren't they? I know. There's a roundabout that I passed a little bit back there with all flowers, and they've ripped them out. They're all over the road.
Yeah.
They must be looking for worms or something. But
oh god, yeah, those seagulls are a nightmare.
Yeah.
One time there was a squirrel.
Oh, was there what?
A squirrel trying to get into the bin.
Really?
Yeah.
Blimey.
Just all of a sudden, just literally ripping out the rubbish.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
It's crazy.
Yesterday, next to my camper van, I had a fox. He came and he was within reach of me, and he ate half a loaf of bread. And he was starving, you know, really nice, but he's a really lovely looking fox, you know what I mean? Real friendly and tame. Surprising what you see at that time in the morning. 6 o'clock in the morning actually, but
oh god,
really interesting.
Tell you what though, the sunrise, the sunset and the sunrise is just beautiful.
Yeah, well, it'll be coming up soon. It's a little bit cooler this morning.
Oh yeah.
Very nice to meet you, mate.
And you as well.
Cheers, mate. Bye now.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
We've just come into Rustington, is that right?
You're in Rustington, yes.
Right, okay, so we've walked together for about a mile, would you say? Something like that?
Maybe, yeah, probably.
And your name is Sally.
It is.
And this is where you live.
Correct.
It's been a pleasure meeting you at this time in the morning, Sally. And
you, Jim.
I've just told you my life story.
You have.
But, well, it's lovely to meet you, Sally.
Yeah. Good luck with your walk.
Keep
and I
in
hope
touch.
your wife is okay.
Thank you very much indeed.
Okay, take care.
Bye now. Good morning. It's Monday the 22nd of April, that's Easter Monday, and here I am walking along the seafront heading into the sun, and it's just after 8 o'clock in the morning, having left Littlehampton this morning, and I'm heading as far as I can possibly walk today, which I guess will be around about 20 miles. I don't particularly want to walk any further than that, but I'm going to give it a go, with the intention of reaching Brighton, which is a place I dearly love, that I've spent many happy times, usually on the dance floor in all the different clubs in the 90s when I was a bit of a raver, and I'm really looking forward to going back and seeing some of those old places again. I'm quite sure they'll have all changed hands and probably completely different businesses now. But I've had some great times in Brighton over the years, and it'd be great to go back. So I've already spoken to a couple of people this morning, even just walking along here. The place is absolutely deserted. The tide is out. There's a path that runs right alongside the road here. The A259 runs all the way to Brighton, and it looks as if it's going to brighten up in terms of the weather. The sun is trying very hard to poke through, and hopefully it will. I've got my jacket on this morning because it's a bit cool. There's a slight breeze in my face, and but it's a lovely morning, and there's all these joggers around and stuff like that, and at this time of the morning, dog walkers, you name it, there's loads of people around, and it's a fabulous morning. And let me give you a shot of what's in front of me in a second. So, as my friend Ralph would say, here we go. Well, here I am in Rustington, and I've bumped into these lovely people here, and there's a barbecue, and there's me with my stomach grumbling and everything and all the rest of it, and gagging for a cup of tea, but it's not actually for that purpose, strictly speaking. So I think I was speaking to, which lady was?
Me, but my husband
Pam,
was speaking.
Pam.
Oh, right.
Yeah, we're from Peter and Paul Church.
Yes.
And this is an Easter morning breakfast.
Right.
We're hoping for about 20, maybe even 30 people coming along to enjoy a roll with fish.
Yes.
Or a sausage inside it.
Wow.
Enjoy each other's company, hear a message from God. And
Yes.
that's what we're going to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Remembering that Jesus made breakfast on the
Made
beach
breakfast on the
after
beach.
he rose from the dead.
So
Yes.
that's
So
what
we're enacting that
we're
in a
kind of
sense.
redoing the New Testament story.
It's like a modern day equivalent.
Yeah,
of-
that kind of
right.
thing.
Yeah, well, that's very interesting.
That's it.
very interesting.
Yeah.
We do it every year, of course.
Every year we do
Oh, you
it,
do
that's
this
right.
every
We've
year,
done this
so-
for a few years now.
Oh, right,
Always
right.
at this spot.
Right.
Come church is just at the bottom of the road.
Right. Well, when the I have in the wine, because I might be interested in
Well,
that,
I might
but
too.
I haven't got
I'm
time.
afraid we can't offer you that. But
No, I'm
I'll
only
do some
joking.
tea.
I put you off. You were gagging for a cup of tea. A minute
Yes,
ago,
yes,
so
I
you're
will.
welcome.
No, I'm only making light. Don't worry.
Okay, that's right.
But you're all wonderful people. I think it's a fantastic gesture.
Yeah.
And can I have your name starting at this end?
I'm Joy.
Joy,
Jane,
Jane,
Pam,
Pam,
Pat.
Pat,
Alan.
and Alan.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a real pleasure meeting you, and one of the pleasures of this walk is that I never know who I'm going to bump into,
Yeah.
where or when or how and everything, and I think that's a really nice thing that you're doing, and
Thank you.
obviously you get some comfort for yourself
Yeah,
from it and
indeed.
everything, and
Indeed we do.
and if you're attracting other people, then
Yeah, that's it.
that's a wonderful thing to
And we
do.
wish you well on your trip too.
Yes.
Thank you very much
Yes.
indeed.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, it's been a real pleasure meeting you.
Thank you.
And look at that, the sun's just coming out now. Look, it's just poking through.
Yeah.
Beautiful day.
Very nice to meet you all.
Enjoy your walk. to
Thank you very
Brighton.
much indeed.
Yes.
Thank
Okay.
you. Bye bye now. Bye bye.
Yours a hook. Oh my God! It's a
Oh,
whole. It's a whole
yes.
fish. Oh.
If you wouldn't mind,
Oh,
just,
here they
just,
come
just a
with
little bit.
I've never touched a whole fish before.
It's no, I think it's Daphne. There you go.
I don't know about the bones.
Oh, that you've done it. That's fabulous. Just don't go mad. Just a little bit. That'll do me. That's fine. Thank you very much indeed.
Keep you going. Oh, that fish is dead, is it? Make sure the fish is dead.
Oh, let it with that. There we
Been
are.
moving there.
Thank you very much.
What been moving
There we are,
there.
sir.
That's
Enjoy.
excellent.
Be aware in case there's a tiny bone.
And I say this, don't misunderstand me. This is what Jesus would have ate then. Exactly the same thing.
Maybe the roll wouldn't have been quite so sophisticated.
Well, no, but
Wouldn't have gone to Iceland either.
no. Dennis and Martin, who I've met in Rustington, and this fabulous dog. Just look at this beauty, isn't he lovely? And what's his name?
Wilson.
Wilson. Hi. That's beautiful. Very unusual. And how old is he again? Sorry.
He'll be 14 in August.
14. He looks in very good nick for that. He looks
He's not
much
doing-
younger than that, doesn't
He's
he?
not doing bad.
Yeah. And so do you take him for a long walk every day?
No, he has several short walks. He can't walk far now.
Right. Oh well, that's lovely. So I found this wonderful little cafe at Amring-on-Sea that also has a campsite. So I've booked on there tonight, which is a complete fantastic thing for me, and it saves an awful lot of time and stuff with logistics. And I met these two lovely ladies. We've just been sat here chewing the fat for about 20 minutes. And your name is?
It's Melanie.
Melanie.
Tina.
And Tina.
Yeah.
And let's move a little bit closer. So Melanie, well, we've been talking about walking, and you're an avid walker, or you're both avid walkers, and you particularly like the Lake District.
Yeah, love Ullswater, Martindale Common, right down the end there, that area. Which
Yes.
is absolutely fantastic.
And is it an annual thing that you go up there more or
We
less?
haven't been for about the last 5 years, but we used to. My friend has dogs, so we used to pick her up from Hemel Hempstead on the way up,
Yes.
and then us and the dogs would all go up and spend a week up there. So
Right.
we want to start doing that again, don't we? Yeah.
Well, that's terrific, and obviously you've been walking together for years. Then I assume.
We're sisters.
Your sisters. Well, that explains that. I didn't like asking what the relationship was or is.
Don't like to, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just in case you offend people. Yeah.
Well, yes, you're on dodgy ground with some people, when you say.
Yeah.
But it's very nice to meet you, ladies, isn't it? And you both live in this area, then you both.
yeah.
Yeah, well, that's fantastic. Do you do any walking now as such?
Well, usually just along
Just the
the seafront.
coastal, yeah.
Just the
yeah,
coastal
yeah.
path, because it's like the most unusual coastal path, isn't it? Really, it's more like a park, isn't it? It's just like
yeah.
a path through a park. And I don't like these shingly beaches, to be honest with you. They
They're
completely
hard work.
wear me out.
Yeah.
When you're doing distance walking like this,
Yeah.
walking on the beach.
You can sometimes find the road just behind there,
Yes.
which makes it a bit easier. We can zigzag in and out
Yes,
when it gets too hard.
That's the best way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's just a quick hello, but it's been a pleasure meeting you, and I'll give you a card, and you can have a look at yourself on YouTube tomorrow. And pleasure to meet you, ladies.
And you.
You too.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
you.
Here I am in East Preston, and at a cafe called Salt, and it's quite unusual actually because they've also got a campsite here for camper vans, and I've booked on for this evening, so I'm very pleased about that. And this is Rachel, and this is
Phil.
Oh, Phil. And so, tell me about this place. How long has it been established? Have you been here a long time?
This is my second year, but this cafe's been here for...
Since 1956. So
Wow.
The family's been here since 1956.
Oh, well, that's right.
So we've been in our ownership, so to speak.
Yes.
So second generation now. Yeah.
Well, that's excellent. And as far as the clientele, I mean, I suppose it's going to be really mixed. You're going to get quite a number of walkers coming past
walkers,
here.
Dog walkers,
Yeah.
caravanners.
sailors, kiters.
It's all locals.
Yes.
A little oasis, nobody knows it's here.
Well, exactly. That's what I thought. You're just in the middle of nowhere, really, aren't
We
you?
are,
You know,
yeah.
but
A little secret, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I mean, I've just called in for a cup of tea, and I've spoken to one or two other people, and it's a very friendly place. I can see that, and you've done a really nice job of it, and
Oh, thank
you're
you.
looking after it well. So it's just a quick hello, and thank you very much indeed, and thanks for your
And
hospitality.
enjoy your walk.
Yes,
and
good luck
I'll
with
see
your
you
walk.
later.
You will
Yes.
And I'll be able to have a breakfast in the morning as well, which is even better still. So thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
And happy Easter to you.
Yes, thank you. Thanks.
Thank you very much indeed. Bye now. Well, I've just met Eugene, and I'm not that far now from Worthing, having just passed Ferring, and he's well equipped with his stick and his walking gear, and he looks like a professional. So where are you off to today then, Eugene? What's your plan?
Just as far as Ferring, just a short walk between Worthing and Ferring.
Yes.
I'm due to meet some relations when I get to Ferring, and that's it today, just a short leg.
Oh, well, that's great. But you're well equipped. You're obviously a pretty seasoned coastal path walker.
Yes. I've done the whole of the southwest coast path, and I enjoy coastal walking. Yep.
Yeah.
Hoping to do the Pembrokeshire coast path in a few weeks.
Oh wow!
And then inland Offers Dyke, hoping to do the northern section of Offers Dyke. So
wow, that's
do quite a bit of walking here.
What's the length of that? About 220, isn't it? Offers Dyke.
I think that's the full total. Yes. I've got as far as from Chepstow to the Clun Valley.
Yes.
So next it'll be Llangollen and on to Prestatyn from there.
Wow.
So
Well,
that's if it all comes off. See how fit I am. It's a while since I did that sort of terrain.
Yes. I've got to admit, I'm going to do Offers Dyke when I've finished and settled down, maybe in a few years' time. So I can then say that I've walked the full circumference of Wales.
Of Wales, yes.
Having done the 870 miles from Prestatyn to Chepstow the long way around along the coast, included obviously the Pembrokeshire coastal path.
Yes.
What I liked about Wales is the Welsh people. Absolutely wonderful people. I met lots and lots of people. Really friendly, really nice, to get to know.
Yes, I've always found that. That's one of the reasons I like going to Wales, and I do so time and again. The Brecon Beacons and Snowdonia are favourites with me.
Yes, absolutely. And what about the Southwest Coastal Path? You say you've done that. Did you do that in one go, or?
No, that was over several years.
Oh, right.
Yes, but,
okay.
And I wish I'd kept a log of it. All of the Cornish names, especially, they all become mixed together in the memory, and I regret not having kept a proper written account of that. But it was a marvellous thing to do. One of the best things I've ever done, I think, going from Minehead to Poole over many years.
Oh, fabulous! I thought that one of the nicest parts, I don't know whether you recall it, was from. We talk about memory loss. I suffer with memory loss all of the time. Ilfracombe to Woolacombe. I thought that in particular was absolutely wonderful walk.
Yes, the great Woolacombe Bay when you get there for a start, and and the coves and the ups and downs between the two. Yes, that was a particularly pleasing leg.
And Clovelly around to round Hartland Point, and then down to Welcome, which is the beginning of the Cornish part.
Yes.
It was a bit of a toughie. It was a 20 miles walk, but the scenery was absolutely stunning.
Yes,
I remember. It was a really nice hot day, but it was 20 miles. It was over 20 miles, but it was a real test, that was it. But it was fantastic. Absolutely loved it.
Yes, I remember our arrival in Cornwall. I think Morwenstow was the first stop for us, and we got there in horizontal rain and a great gale coming in off the sea. So a bit of a contrast from your entry into Cornwall, well,
that's right. But even from Welcome, if you go down past Bude and Crackington Haven and then down to Tintagel, that's a tough section.
Yes, there
really
are plenty
is
of ups and downs there. You're on one descent. You can see it going up in front of you, and then you can see there are two more similar things lined up for you when you've done that.
It's a bit disheartening, isn't it?
I suppose it is, but I find that it's quite a therapeutic thing as you vaguely count the steps on the ascent and so on.
Yes.
You kind of get what's the word? Acclimatised to it.
Yes, of course you do.
It's all part of it, and you lose some. It does you good, I think.
Get your heart beating.
That particular section, I managed to lose 1.5 stone what with carrying the gear, the tent, and everything else. It's very good for you.
Yes, absolutely. So do you do all this walking on your own then, or do you have a partner?
I've got a partner. She comes as well. Yes.
Oh well, that's very
She
nice.
knows the way to the place, as you see. I think I'd be hard pressed without that. She's also a genius with public transport and knowing what buses to get and so on, because we don't have a car, we do it all by public transport. So.
Right. I mean, I found with this walk, I mean, as I mentioned, I've got a camper van, but the walking is by far the easiest part of this walk. The logistics are the nightmare, the problem.
Yes.
And especially in the winter when the bus service is at its absolute minimum.
Yes.
But of course, on the Pembrokeshire course, you've got the shuttle buses, which are fantastic. I can't remember the names of them now. I've got to be honest with you, I've kind of suffered a memory loss with all of this because I go through so many places.
That's it,
and I meet so many people. I speak to, 20, 30 people a day, and I'm going through maybe 20 or 30 places.
Yes.
I can't remember from 1 minute to the next where I've been and where I'm going.
Yes.
I know where I'm going and all the rest of it. It's just actually coming up with the instant name. It just goes, especially when you've already done quite a long walk in a day and you're brain tired as well as foot and
of course,
physically tired.
Yes.
Your mind just goes blank, and I find it really embarrassing. And, it happens to me over and over again. And one or two people are writing to me saying, "You get a piece of paper and a pen." I don't want to be messing about like that, to be honest. But it happens without notice, where you just completely forget, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Yes.
But it's been very nice meeting you. You're a really nice gentleman, and I hope that you meet your family and have a lovely day.
Thank you very much, and good luck with the rest of your with the rest of your walk. What a brilliant thing to do, and congratulations on that.
Thank you very much indeed. It's been very, very nice meeting you.
And you also.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jim.
Bye bye.
Very much.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
It's 11:45 now, and I've nearly reached the centre of Worthing and walking along the beach. There's lots of people around now, and it's the sun is poking through for the first time today. I'm about halfway through this walk. I should reach Brighton in about the same time, about probably 2 to 3 hours perhaps. And I've got a special mission when I get to Brighton to go to Rottingdean, and I'll tell you about that later when I get there and the reasons for that. I stopped at a cafe not that long ago, if you remember, where I talked with the owners, and I've booked on to the campsite tonight with the camper van, which I'm looking forward to, getting hook up. I'll be able to get 1 or 2 jobs done in the van, some washing up and that kind of thing, shower and look after myself, and it'll be very nice to be on mains electricity tonight for loading up today's video, which I'll publish tonight, and that will be available for you to watch tomorrow. And it's been a fantastic walk. A lot of the time I've been walking on freshly cut grass, and it's been like walking on Wembley Stadium, really. It's fantastic, really, because the beach is still this very shingly stuff, which I hate, and it certainly does slow your progress down, but I'm thoroughly enjoying this walk today. Can't make my mind whether to keep my fleece on and my hats, because the wind is got a little bit of a nip in it, but it's not too bad. It could be a lot worse, but it's certainly nowhere near as warm as it was yesterday or the day before. But I'm making good progress and thoroughly enjoying the walk. It's 2 o'clock now, and I've just calculated that I've got about another 3 hours to get to Brighton Pier, which I think will be achievable. That'll have been a good day if I can make it that far, and I'm sure I will. I've got plenty of daylight, obviously there's no worry about that. I've got plenty of energy. The only thing I'm not so much concerned about is that I've actually booked onto this caravan site, which I passed earlier, if you remember. I don't think they're going to worry too much about what time I arrive, and I've got the guy's phone number, so if I'm going to be a little bit late I can always give him a ring. Seemed a very friendly guy. So I'm going to do my best and see if I can make it all the way now. The heat has turned up a little bit. There's an awful lot of people around, lots going on, as you can see. And this is a fantastic walk. I mean, the scenes are all pretty much the same, of people out on the beach and people out on the parks and things. But it is really nice to see that in this country. Fantastic.